Hey, folks. I went in for my annual physical, and a few days later, the doctor's office called and said, "We need you to come back in tomorrow." Hell. That's like getting a letter from the IRS. They're not writing to congratulate you on how well you did your taxes. The doctor's office says, "Normally we open at 9, but can you come in at 8? Oh, Christ. The doctor wants me in there alone to tell me I'm dying. I'm terrified. I haven't been this scared since my wife asked me if I remembered what day it was today." So the doctor says, "You might have cancer, prostate cancer, and you need to get an MRI." I said, "Wait a minute. You got me in here early to tell me I might have cancer?" "Yeah," he says, "I'm sorry about that. I have a 9 o'clock tea time." Jerk. So I get to the hospital, and the first thing they do is put me in one of those ass backwards, butt flashing pieces of shit hospital gowns. I mean, I'd feel more dignified wearing a roll of Bounty. I don't think Jennifer Lopez would look good in one of these. Well, okay, that's not true. Right now, every guy in this room is thinking about J-Lo in a hospital gown. So for the MRI, they put me into a giant metal burrito while the machine starts pounding away like it's having great sex in the motel room next door. Boom, boom. And then the MRI tech chimes in with, "Mr. Falk, please let us know if you're feeling any discomfort." Discomfort? Me? Nah. I'm great. I wish you were here. So the MRI says I do have prostate cancer. Now, before you get all worried, everything turned out okay, although my doctor did prescribe a regular dose of hysterical laughter from strangers to keep me healthy. Thank you, folks. That's at least another few days. I appreciate it. I thank you. Now, the good news is that prostate cancer isn't like some other cancers, because most of the time it moves slowly, meanders all around, and never really finishes the job, like a Roomba. But some of the time, it's messy, painful, and it's over quick, like Biden holding a press conference or Trump trying to tell the truth. So I cover all the bases there. And to figure out which kind I have, I need a biopsy. So the biopsy is scheduled for 10, but the hospital wants me in there at 6 a.m. sharp for the most important part of the procedure, making sure I can pay for it. Then I have to sign a 10-page release telling me that the only thing the hospital is liable for is if the parking gate comes down and hits my car. Anything they do to my body, that's my problem. And, you know, they don't exactly inspire confidence as I'm going through all this. They ask me my name and birthday so often, I thought they were all going to chip in and get me something. But the worst thing they did, really, they put a red X on my butt to remind the doctor to use the big tunnel and not the little tunnel to get to my prostate. I mean, I know they say it's practicing medicine, but don't you think they would have learned that like first year? We don't do that with other occupations. I mean, I don't think the Yankees are putting a red X on Aaron Judge's bat to remind him which end to hold. The MRI was just great. The doctor inserted a staple gun up my rectum to extract pieces of my prostate like I was a coal mine in West Virginia. I knew I was in trouble when he came into the room wearing a headlamp and a hard hat. But the nicest thing the hospital did was give me a local anesthetic so I could follow every step of the procedure. Just what I always wanted. A chance to do play-by-play while my ass got a root canal. Anyway, folks, that's my time. I can't tell you the rest of the story. I will say this. That was the fun part. Thank you very much.